So recently we've watched a Bizarre Bub video, but what we haven't done for a while is gone back to the older videos from like a year, 2 years ago, because they are horrendous. This is a Bizarre Bub clip from a year ago. All I've seen is the thumbnail and it just looks horrendous. So let's go. If you like the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
It's late at night
Bizarre.
when a girl named Pershka records a video in her kitchen. The purpose of the video is to show an ice machine that she recently purchased, as there's something about it that creeps her out. The ice maker, according to her, makes a very strange noise during the late hours of the night. So
this is an older one.
The ice machine
the last time we did this, we watched a Bizarre Bub video from like a year ago or something. Now this one's 2 years. And the year ago was horrific. One of the worst videos I've ever watched in my life. So let's see what happens.
Makes its unusual noise. Pershka heads over to the kitchen to record the sound. But as she records this video, something pretty creepy is caught on camera. What was supposed to be a short, random video turned out to be a terrifying clip that Pershka has recently taken down for unknown reasons. She didn't say why she took down the clip, but it seems that the video itself says it all. Have a look.
Here we go. I wonder why she took it down, mate. I wonder why. Probably visited her in her sleep.
Take the video offline now.
You know what I mean? Like, what?
Like a scene out of a horror movie, Pershka walks into the kitchen and captures for just a split second the figure of a little girl. Even creepier is that whoever this was just disappears as soon as the lights turn on.
You can see the arm, you can see all sorts.
For this reason that viewers believe she had taken down the clip, as otherwise it would continue to remind her of this disturbing incident.
That's a
Whatever
kid.
was captured.
Look, mate, arm, face, leg, body, and then like hair. That's a kid.
Has left her extremely unsettled.
But where did it go when the lights went on?
This video was taken a few years ago. It is still unknown as to whether or not Pershka had captured something paranormal on camera.
Are you serious? Wasn't sure what? Of course he did.
In the early 2000s, there used to be an abandoned asylum in Massachusetts known as Danvers State Hospital.
No, that's not. That's known as Hogwarts School of School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. That's it, not Wizcraft. Idiot. Who am I?
Before shutting down in 1992,
Harry Potter
the
fan.
asylum had an estimate of 3,000 patients, all of whom were severely mentally ill and poorly treated. Nurses who used to work here recall seeing horrifying things that continue to haunt them to this day. From patients walking around in their own filth due to a lack of basic hygiene, to patients receiving forced lobotomies that would often leave them in a much worse state than before. Employees of the Danvers State Hospital are haunted by these terrible memories. However, aside from the past, the asylum is infamous for being extremely creepy. After shutting down in 1992, teens would come here after hearing rumors that the building was haunted. Although this next video wasn't taken by a trespassing teen, it was taken by a curious security guard back in 2000 whose job was to look after the historic building. But little did he know that he would capture something very strange while exploring the basement of the asylum.
Little did he know. Can he not see where he is? Little did he know. If I was in there and it looked like that, little did I know. What do you mean? I know that I'm going to see a ghost.
Take a look.
And if I didn't, then it's because there's ghosts and they're hiding from me, not because it's not haunted. This doesn't sound very safe. Or look very safe either. I like how they speed it up as opposed to doing the cuts, because then it's much more legit, I think the word.
It's a bit hard to see at first.
I know, I saw something,
mate. Camera to a room inside the basement. A shadowy figure can be seen moving slowly inside. The guard doesn't notice the figure until much later after rewatching the footage. Naturally, he was left shaken up after seeing what appears to be a slender-looking silhouette.
It wasn't his shadow though, was it?
As if trying to hide from him. Mind you,
Do you think?
the basement of this building is completely inaccessible to outsiders, so there's no way that a trespasser could have been inside.
Because you can see there's a light behind him. So that could have been his... I don't know. I could be just clutching at straws here just to try and not be scared.
It's no wonder that viewers believe something supernatural
I
was
don't know though,
captured.
because it kind of moves when
But of
he
course,
does.
the question is begged. Just what exactly was caught on camera? Whether ghost or not, it remains a mystery as to what was captured.
It doesn't matter. Mate, we could have seen absolutely nothing. He could have just been walking around the entire time. And it could have just not been a ghost video at all. It could have been titled, "Come with me as I walk around an abandoned blah blah," with loads of smiley faces, and I'd still be like this. It's just in my nature.
Now, the following video was submitted to me by someone who has no idea where the video came from. Its original source is unknown, but despite
never
its
good though, is
mysterious
it?
origins, the clip is sufficiently creepy on its own. The video seems to have come from a CCTV camera that was placed in front of a driveway. Everything appears to be normal until you notice the two strangers that are standing outside the owner's home. They come into view as the owner beams them with the car headlights, presumably as an attempt to scare them off. This, however, doesn't work. They're still there while eerily standing still.
Mate, that's not
It
just
is at
standing
this
still, mate. They are completely lifeless.
point though where things get really creepy. Watch.
I don't want to. No. No. Because I promise you, if I flashed my car and they didn't even move slightly, I'm gonna have to get an animal, aren't I? I'm gonna have to get a dog and then train it to run after people when I say the code word. What would the code word be? Trifle. I'll tell you what, mate, even if I was a ghost, I'd run away from him. Oh my God. He's as a tank. Flash the lights on again. Because they're not moving, mate. They are literally... Okay.
In utter disbelief, the property owner sees the two strangers disappear without a trace. Clearly, there had been two individuals standing outside, but somehow they vanish as soon as the lights are flashed again.
That's not...
Now, how exactly
That's not... You know that, like, pareidolia? That's not that, is it? Like...
this happened is something viewers can't seem to explain, and with little info on this clip, the video becomes even more mysterious. If two strangers were seen on camera, then how is it
Has anyone seen this clip before? Could anyone, like, I don't know, tell me anything about it? Like, is this...
possible that they suddenly disappeared?
That was weird, mate. And I tell you what, that was terrifying as well.
In the following video, a man is woken up after hearing strange noises inside his apartment. The man lives alone, so he finds it alarming to hear what sounds like an intruder inside his home. He quickly grabs his phone and begins to...
I say this all the time. Shout out to you lot who live alone, man. I could never, any noise. Oh, any noise. I'd think that I'm either meeting the end of my demise or I'm about to encounter Casper or so. I don't know.
Record. Strangely, the sound of footsteps can be heard coming from above, as though
I
someone
will never
is in the
understand.
attic.
I will never understand. I've paused it so many times, this one video, and I'm so sorry. Actually, I'm not. Oh my God. I will never understand why the first thing that people think to do when they think that someone might be an intruder in his house, record himself. Why? If I genuinely think there's someone in my house, I'm not going to start recording myself. Hi guys. Do you know what? Let's do it together right now, shall we? Hi guys. Yeah, there's someone in my house right now, and I could potentially die. Why? I don't get it.
Now, the man in this video is known as Nick Long, and it wasn't until the next morning that he decided to leave from the safety of his room to investigate the attic space. He treads carefully as to avoid any physical confrontations.
Thing is, that's scary because that could have been, you know, like squatters and all that sort of stuff. Harry Squatter. That's way too dark for my liking, mate.
As Nick looks around and checks every corner, he sees that no one is there. Not even traces of a person, such as footprints, can be found anywhere.
This is what I don't get.
This was definitely strange. But Nick doesn't really think much of it.
That was just an attic. That wasn't anything crazy or weird. Why was that terrifying?
Since plenty of other strange things have happened before inside his apartment. Though, it would be a few nights later when the strangest encounter happens. Nick is once again woken up by strange noises from his attic. Only this time, he decides to check it out as it happens. Needless to say, what's captured here is pretty spooky.
This guy's always topless as well. Is that the attic?
Yo, what the fuck?
Never underestimate the power of a breeze. Or a
The door to the
poltergeist.
attic somehow opens on its own as soon as Nick approaches it. Feeling spooked, Nick is completely unsettled by this incident. It's now apparent that something strange is going on. But as if things couldn't get any more creepy, the following night, Nick is recording his dog when he captures this.
Coming from his room.
What was it?
The dog's up. Mate, even the dog's like, nah, mate, you can do this alone. Mate, the dog ain't having it.
Yo.
Mate, he's ready to rock. What's going on here?
Nick's dog immediately goes on high alert. His dog is sensing something.
Mate, and you know what's mental about that, right? You know, if that was someone on the bed, like making a load of noise, the dog would have gone in and instantly looked at the person on the bed. I think anyone knows that, but they weren't. They were looking at the window, or I don't know.
That doesn't appear to be there. It's as though he senses something dangerous. With all that's happened before, Nick believes that something isn't right with his apartment. He believes it might be haunted and thinks that the attic might have something to do with this. Whether ghost or not, he's deeply unsettled by these incidents.
He needs to
Despite
get
living somewhere else now, he can't seem to forget the strange events that have happened there.
very moved.
So then,
Oh my god!
just what exactly was going on?
Mate, I would have got. I don't know. I would. Oh my god! Imagine. I've just had the best idea. Imagine mixing a bit of holy water with the paint and then painting all your walls. Why has no one done that before? Or have they done that before? That's a good idea though, isn't it?
Inside Nick's apartment.
Imagine,
like most videos,
that's
this
the
one
only way to get
remains a
holy water
mystery.
everywhere without soaking the walls. I mean, technically you are, but intentionally.
This next video was recorded by a security camera inside an apartment complex. Not much is known about this video, except that it came from this residential building where the little girl and her family reside.
What is going on here?
The video starts off with footage of the young girl playing by a staircase. Below the stairs is what appears to be a small room. The little girl can be seen staring at something inside the room, but nothing noticeable can be seen on footage. Or at least, that's what the child's parents initially thought. It was only after watching this video multiple times that the parents were left horrified. Something was actually captured inside this room. Take a look.
Oh, good God. Nope, didn't see it. I saw it. Yep. Yep. Oh my God. There's just some innocent little girl there, just... There is someone in there. or something.
It now becomes clear
Or-
as to why the little girl seemed hesitant to go inside. A disembodied hand can be seen beckoning to the girl. It almost seems to come out of nowhere before disappearing into thin air.
Fuck
Even
off.
the cat who later joins the girl seems unsure about going inside. Whatever this might have been was concerning enough to make them reluctant about
And the
entering
cat's
the
ready to
space.
absolutely back
This
it.
mysterious footage, like most videos, has yet to be solved. But until then, you be the judge on what was captured inside this room.
Tell you what wasn't captured, thank God, was that little girl.
On August 23rd of 2023, George Cruz and his wife had just finished making dinner and were heading towards the living
It's
room
Tom
to eat
Cruise's
their
brother.
meal. The couple sit close to each other while watching their favorite TV program. As minutes pass, it appears that nothing strange is happening in this footage. But fast forward to just a few more seconds, and something happens that scares the living daylights out of the couple. Prior to this incident, George and his wife had been experiencing strange occurrences inside their house. Before having to document any of these occurrences, they would often wake up in the dead of night and hear faint whispering coming from somewhere inside the house. But creepiest of all is when the couple would see household items move on their own. Over time, the activity has become so intense.
Do you know what? I've realized this. When I threw my headphones the other day, it's because something whispered. I don't like things whispering in my ear, especially when they're not supposed to be there. Christ. This guy's got a good beard.
That the couple has asked for help from those who specialize in the paranormal. It was recommended that they set up cameras around their home to capture evidence of the so-called paranormal activity, so the couple act accordingly. Weirdly enough, they were also told to get rid of a certain item inside their house. George and his wife own an old rocking chair, and apparently, this chair is the source behind all the activity. So the couple does exactly that by selling it. And surprisingly, a buyer has taken an interest in purchasing the chair. The couple holds onto the chair until the
Let me see what it said on the top of that then.
buyer comes over to pick it up sometime next week. But in the meantime, something very strange is captured on their cameras. No one is home when this is captured.
It's going to start rocking, watch. Why is the room going red? What is going on? It's my cue to leave, mate. This is only... What was that noise? Right, we got to the bottom of the noise. It's the camera, but that's a horrible noise. I just don't like it, mate. I don't like this sort of stuff.
Eerily, the chair begins to rock back and forth before somehow other objects inside the house move on their own. Although terrified by what was captured, the couple
I will
is
never
glad they
own
had caught
anything
this.
that's
They can now show this video
like
to those who
ancient
doubted their
old.
claims. However, this wouldn't be the only footage they'd be showing, because as of recent, more activity has been caught on camera.
You will never see a rocking chair in my house. Nope. No, no, no. You will never see dolls, obviously, in my house. You'll never see like an old piano because, I don't know, they make noise. And if something's stuck to that and it starts just start making, no, not doing it, mate. Not having it.
Not long after this video, the following incident was captured. Take a look.
I've seen them walk in this one this one clip. It's got to be coming on 10 times now. Rocking chair starts moving, table goes. Ready? Okay, the DVDs fell over.
Now, moments before an object falls down, the camera pans over to the shelf as though sensing
Yeah,
movement
mate,
in that
that's-
area. What's weird about this, though, is that it sensed it before the DVD case had fallen on its own.
Which means that
Now,
someone
one could
should
say
have
that the
been...
camera picked up movement from the TV, but if that were so,
Walking
then the
over?
camera would have already moved earlier, Given that there were things moving on the screen way before the camera
Yeah,
had
that's a good
moved,
point, you know.
it seems like this was a random occurrence, unless it was sensing something else. The couple continued to document these strange occurrences in the hopes that someone could explain what's happening. Ultimately, their goal is to stop the activity. But until then, it seems they'll continue to share more footage of this unusual situation.
I don't want a track-in camera either. No. Just added that to the list of
In the following video, a man
thousands
is
of
alone
things
at
I'd
home
never want.
when he realizes that the lights in his basement won't turn on. Feeling a bit scared, he walks down into the cellar with
Why?
caution. According to him, it's not the darkness that scares him, but the basement itself. From time to time, noises such as footsteps or the sound of someone walking back and forth can be heard coming from inside. This often happens when no one else is at home. Now, the man had had this experience previously, but it was at his job. He works as a grave digger, and oftentimes, after placing a coffin inside a freshly dug grave, he would feel
the
as though
hell?
someone else was there with him. Although unable to explain this unusual sensation, it would be the following incident that leaves him extremely baffled.
Matt, I tell you what, if you want to be haunted in any job, be a gravedigger. Be the person that builds their forever home underground. I would want to haunt you as well, mate, because I don't want to be down here. What?
The man checks the basement to see why the lights aren't turning on, but he checks carefully because, as he states, he just heard the sound of footsteps walking about as though someone is down there.
These
Be
added
sure to pay
little
close
things like the
attention,
whisper and
as
these.
what was captured
I
wasn't
don't know,
noticed
I
until
like it.
looking closely. This is what was caught.
I suppose it does what it's intended to do.
At the moment, in the basement, I swear I keep hearing someone walk. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's kind of creepy.
Was that what I thought it
Laundry
was?
room still has power, so that's good. But the rest of the basement's power is completely out.
So he can't
which
even
is very
TTBLO.
strange. I'm not sure what that noise was, but I don't know. I'm home alone right now, so
Oh, Macaulay Culkin.
we'll see, I guess. Look out back.
He lives in the Amazon
Nothing
rainforest.
back there. I don't know. There's been a lot of strange things happening.
Now it happens real fast.
Did it? Is that normal? He has a whole ass kitchen in his basement. Mate, I tell you what, US does it just so much better than the UK. Like, we don't have basements. We don't have any of that. But we have like an attic, which, I mean, you have that as well. You lot are so lucky, bro.
But in case you missed it,
I mean,
if
I don't-
you look closely as
I
the
don't
man pans the camera
need
to
a
the
kitchen.
bathroom, you can see what appears to be a strange,
thought it
shadow-like
was, mate.
figure
I knew
standing
it.
completely still inside a bathtub. It doesn't appear to be moving at all, as if who or whatever this
He's
was
having a
had
ghost
been
bath.
entirely stiff. Even creepier is that when the man returns to the bathroom, the figure is no longer there. Given its strange
I
appearance
knew I
and
saw
sudden
something as well.
disappearance, the man thinks that something supernatural was captured. But as always, I'll leave it to you to come up with your own conclusions. Could it be that someone had broken in and quickly hid away from the man? Or
Who's going to break in the Amazon rainforest?
might this be something completely different? This next video was taken inside an old restaurant that is currently being renovated. The person recording this doesn't say where exactly this footage was taken, and for good reason. Aside from privacy, this place isn't safe to be in. It's not just the construction that makes it unsafe, but rather something else. For just an idea of why that is, the owners of the restaurant are deeply afraid of the strange things that have happened here. Now, the person recording this is someone who I feel
Why is everything so much scarier when the lights are out? That's just a restaurant. Turn the lights off. It's a paranormal haven.
featured in a previous video.
Oh, TTBLO.
They too have been experiencing strange happenings and believe that it won't stop unless they move out from home. Given their experience with this unusual phenomenon, they were invited to see this restaurant before it's completely demolished. Although expecting to see something unusual,
Am I weird? Is there supposed to be a swing inside?
nothing happens.
That is
It's
amazing.
until
to be
much
honest.
later when they head over to the back of the restaurant. What happens then is terrifying to say the least. This is what they caught.
Oh no, you've led this to be one of the scariest things in this video. Oh my god, what? Why do they built this up as if this is going to be the worst thing ever?
The other way. Hello?
Hello?
I'm not going up there. Definitely not going back there.
I do not blame you. Don't open the door. What's the point?
Oh wow, it is really cold right here. What was that?
Why am I turning?
Uh-oh.
What the It's moving. That's like Harry Potter under his invisibility cloak.
I don't think it's happy we're here. Oh my god.
Did somebody just say, come here? And it's gone. Sorry, I'm going to have to go back. Did it say... Oh, did it say, come here?
I don't think it's happy we're here. Oh my god.
Or was that someone upstairs, do you reckon? I don't know. Or in another room or whatever. That...
Oh, holy... Dude, there's...
Initially, a strange shadow can be seen peeking from a corner. The man, whose name is Win, doesn't notice it until much later, after feeling a sudden drop in temperature. The room suddenly becomes cold when out of nowhere, the small figure is seen by Win.
Mate,
Upon
because the
seeing
thing is,
this,
it's
he quickly
there,
hides
and then
away
it's
as if
gone.
frightened by whatever this was. But as if things couldn't get any creepier, the mysterious shadow disappears. Feeling extremely unsettled, Win walks out as fast as possible and ends the video there. If the reason for demolishing the restaurant is to get rid of whatever this was, then maybe it's best to completely relocate from this place.
Yeah.
But until further info is given to clarify this incident,
I'd relocate
it seems
country,
that we won't
to
know
be
for
honest.
sure as to who or even what was inside this restaurant. Thanks for watching.
You're
and I hope
welcome.
you enjoyed. Also,
course
if you
I
haven't
did.
already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads in the future. That being said, until next time, peace.
Bizarre Bub has just come in so clutch, so clutch. When I tell you, I've just watched 5 videos, and at the end of all 5 of those videos, I'm not going to say the names of the channels, but at the end of all 5 of those videos, I was like, nah, didn't like it. That was a very good video, and we can always rely on a Bizarre Bub video. Guys, do me a favor, if you like that video, like the video, head to Bizarre Bub and just show them all the love that they deserve, because what a channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.